guys, so to close off the chapter, we're gonna do questions that sort of goes through what chapter 1 talks about. The first one is for us to simplify this question without using a calculator, right? And remember, I always told you guys that there is no one way of solving a problem. There are multiple ways of solving a problem. So by this, don't limit your thinking. If you happen to forget something, try to think of something. Oh yeah. So let's cook the numbers. To answer this question, I have 8 here, which I can just write as base 2. So I'm gonna have this guy plus 1 minus, that's 2 to the power of 3, multiply by 2 to the power of n minus 3. Right? Then we can just add the exponents because we are multiplying and we have the same basis. So we have 3 plus n minus 3. 2n minus 2. Then we realize that the 3 are going to cancel out each other. 3 minus 3 is 0. So we have just 2 to the power of n, right? And 2 to the power of n minus 2. So from here, guys, I can just show you that it doesn't matter which way you solve it, but so long as you follow the rules, you'll be fine. So I'll have person A here, the first person, and the second person here. First person thinking through the problem, they can just say I have 2 to the power of n times 2 to the power of 1. What is this? Remember, when we have the same basis and we multiply, we add the exponents. So we just broke this backwards. Then we have this guy over here. We can do the same thing here. We have 2 to the power of n multiplied by 2 to the power of minus 2. You take out the common factor, which is 2 to the power of n. You have 2 to the power of 1 minus 1. 2 to the power of n. 2 to the power of minus 2, right? So they cancel out each other. And eventually you have 1 from 2 minus 1. And then you have 2 to the power of minus, no, that's minus 2. Which is going to be 1 divided by 1 over 2 to the power of 2, right? And that's 1 multiplied by 2 to the power of 2. 2 to the power of 2 minus 1 all over 1. And your answer is 4, right? That's the first person. The second person can say, okay, I'm not going to break anything down, but I'm just going to use the rules, right? So what does the rule say? You have the same base and you divide, you subtract the exponent. So I'm going to do just that. 2 to the n plus 1 minus n minus 2. Then minus 2 to the power of n minus n minus 2. Then what follows is 2n minus n plus 1 plus 2 minus 2 to the power of n minus n plus 2. We end up having 2 to the power of 3 minus 2 to the power of 2, which is just 8 minus 4, which is 4. Just like we had, yeah, so that's how we do it. Let's go to the second question. Cool. With this problem, we are solving x. So one thing for sure, you see that you have the numbers 27, you have the numbers 2187. So these big numbers, they can be confusing, right? But since you guys are allowed to use the calculator, we're just going to dive in. We have to see what base can this number be written off. So 2187, press equal sign, and then you go shift. After shift, you press fact. So you see 2187 is the same as 3 to the power of 7. I forgot to do this. It's the same as 3 to the power of 7. But inside there, you know you have 3 to the power of 3. 3 to the power of 3 is 27. So 3 to the power of 3, and then it's gonna be over x. That x is the one there now on the radical sign. We have the same basis, that means our exponent has to be the same, so therefore 3 over x is equals to 7, right? And just simply the answer is gonna be 3 over 7. You just swap 7 and x, and then you have your answer, right? I mean, if I do it the longer way, I have 3 over x equals to 7. This is over 1. Cross multiply, you have 3 is equals to 7x. Divide by 7 both sides. Then you have x being equals to 3 over 7. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, but I believe this both give the same marks. Let's jump into the next question. Alright, cool. We have another interesting problem. So let's dive in. We're also solving for x right here. So let me say that I have 2 to the power of 2x. I just, did the maths. Then I have minus, let me bring minus 6 multiply by, of course, and then minus 16. Right, so something quite interesting. This is similar to one of the problems we did when we were solving x. That long video where we were solving x, and this chapter. There was something we did with this number. So, for example, right here I can say let me have 2 to the power of x to the power of 2. No, that is so wrong. Is it so wrong? It is so wrong, because like now it will be squaring the whole thing, right? So cool. What can we do? Yeah? Maybe let's see. Let me take out. Okay, let's look at the problem. Let us it's just a funny story. I just got stuck as well. I'm like, oh no. Before I start solving things, and then I realized I did a mistake. Let me think. So let's think together on this problem. Cool stuff. So now that we have thought, let's cook something very interesting. We have a common factor here of 2 to the power of x. So let's take it out. Something very interesting is the answer here. It will be easy to make mistakes here, so be careful. Remember, when you have 2 to the power of x multiplied by 2 to the power of x, what are the laws saying? The law says we have the same base, so we add the exponent. So we have x plus x, that is 2 to the power of 2x. Right, so that means here we're going to have this minus 6 close bracket, and then minus 16 is equals to 0. So cool stuff. So I did this also for me, right? Remember, like when we are solving maths, we try to make it easier for us as well. We don't want to create problems while solving problems. So in this case, I can just say let 2 to the power of x be k. All right, I love k, so k is my favorite letter. So let that be k, and if that is the case, so I have k into k minus 16. That is k squared 6k. Cool stuff. So now I can do the method that I've been doing. I multiply 1 by 16. I get what? I get 16. Break down 16 into its factors. I have 16 and 1. Let me actually use a different color. 16 and 1. I have 2 and 8. 3. I have 4 and 4. So that's it. So if I look at which pair is going to give me the middle number, whether I add or subtract, is this one. And in this case, I have to have this. This gives me minus 6, right? So I'm going to take them and say I have k squared minus 8 k plus 2 k minus 16. Then I group them. 8k plus 2k minus 16. Remember, I'm grouping them. Now I take out the common factor, which is going to be k this side. And here I have just 2. Now I have k minus 8 and k plus 2 equals to 0. So what does that mean? Let me just erase this for space. That means therefore k equals to, well, let's say equals to 0, or k plus 2 equals to 0. But remember, we have k, so we can just substitute here. Say 2 to the power of x is equals to 8. Then of course you have 2 to the power of x is equals to 2 to the power of 3. Therefore x is equals to 3, right? Or 2 to the power of x is equals to negative 2, right? But here you see there's going to be a problem. There is going to be a problem, and the problem is that there is no exponent. Yeah, we cannot really, I mean, we have our basis as 2, right? We have our basis as 2, but like this one is minus 2, not just 2. So that is going to be a problem. So we can just say no solution here. No solution here. I mean, if you think there is a solution, just just send me a message under the comment section. I'll check them out and I'll be happy to check the solution. But as far as I'm concerned, there will be no solution for this problem. Let's see what the next question is. So the last question we have, it says given that x is equals to all right, we have to simplify this. All right, so right from the top of my head, I'm just thinking of substituting immediately, right? And we'll see where we go from there. So cool. And of course we're not using a calculator, so I can just get rid of this. So in this case I'm gonna have plus 1. Oh no. Minus 5. I believe somewhere in this problem we might have to rationalize, but let's see what we will end up with. So on our numerators we're gonna have 3 and we're gonna have 2. It's gonna be negative, so we have 2 multiplied by root 3, that's 2 root 3. We multiply by 2 and then that's 4 root 3, and then it's positive 2 plus 1. So we have sort of the same thing here. Let's see, yeah, we have kind of the same thing here. 4 3. Oh no, actually I did a big mistake here. It should be 4, not 2. 2 squared is 4, not 2. So I have 4, then minus 5. Well, I'm just simplifying now. Say with the numbers I have, this is 5 plus 3, that is 8. So I have 8 minus 4 root 3. Then what do I have? I have 4 minus 1, that's 4 minus 5, that's minus 1. Then 3 minus 1, that's 2. So I have 2 minus 4 root 3. I can just take out the common factor. The highest common factor amongst all, which is gonna be, I think, 2. So they cancel out each other, and now I have this. Right? Now, this is the part where we're going to rationalize our denominators because they have sets within them and we don't want that. So remember, to rationalize, it's just going to be 1. We have a minus, that means here it's going to be positive. And just like that. Just like that. And then, of course, it's easier to work with our denominators from there. Our denominator is just going to be 1 minus you have 4 multiplied by 3, right? Then our denominators, that's going to be 4, that's going to be plus 8 root 3, and then you're going to have minus 2 root 3, and then you will have minus 4 multiplied by root 3 squared, which will be just 3. So okay, 4 plus 6 root 3 minus 12. I have 1 minus 12. Then I have 6 minus root 3 minus, that's gonna be, I believe, oh no, what am I doing? It's root 3. Then that's gonna be minus 8. 4 minus 12, that's minus 8. And this is minus 11. And just like that, we don't have any common factor, so we can either leave it like that or maybe say the answer is gonna be 8 minus 6 root 3 all over 11. Then you are done. So that's it, guys, for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please share these videos or the link with other people. Download them and watch them as a group. Anything that can possibly help you out. And the last thing I'll say, if there are any problems you'd like me to solve, just let me know in the comment section and I will just make a video solving those problems. Thank you so much and enjoy. Good luck with the year.